Many times we have found ourselves doing a presentation only to find out that the menu on the PowerPoint version on that computer has changed. Or in this brief video, I'm going to cover 7 useful shortcuts that you can utilize during your presentation. One of them is the F5 key. Instead of you reaching and finding the menu to start the presentation from the very beginning, especially if you're in front of a large audience, the easiest is to press the F5 key on the keyboard, and this will start the presentation from the beginning of the slideshow. Another key combination is the Shift and F5 key. The Shift and the F5 key will start the presentation from the current slide in your presentation. So you could be on slide number 5, and instead of starting from the very beginning, you just press Shift F5 and it will take you directly to that slide. Another useful key during the presentation is, instead of reaching for the next arrow or the right arrow on the keyboard or the N key on the keyboard to advance the slides, or clicking, you can simply press the Spacebar and this will advance the slide or the component in the slideshow to the next one. So this was the third one. The fourth shortcut that you can utilize is the backspace key. This is basically if you advance too quickly to a different component in a slide, or you want to go back one component or one slide, you can simply press a backspace without having to right click or find the back arrow and so on. So backspace will do this for you. The next one, and this is not many people know about this next one, pressing B during the presentation will blank the screen, and this usually will be in black. So sometimes during the presentation this comes in helpful where you want to draw the attention of the audience, and you simply blank the presentation and then talk about the point that you want to make, and then come back by simply pressing any of the keys on the keyboard to unblank the screen. So that was the letter B. Other times it may come in handy for you to actually be able to write on the screen, and a lot of people do not know about this. So pressing CTRL+P during the presentation will enable the annotation on the screen so you can write on it. If it's a tablet PC, you can use a stylus. If it's a regular computer with a mouse, you can simply use the mouse. In this case, the writing will look very similar to this. For the sake of the recording, it may not look quite as nice as in a real presentation. So here, pressing CTRL+P, you can at this point highlight and even write on the screen. Pressing CTRL+A here, it changes it back to an arrow where you can move from one slide to the other, or from one component to advance to the next component. And that was the 6th key to keep in mind. And the last one, probably a lot of you know this or have used this before. If you want to end the slideshow early at one point or another, you can simply press Escape and that will end the PowerPoint, it will end the slideshow. So those are it. There are basically 7 shortcuts that we went through, and they become very handy and very useful during an actual presentation using PowerPoint. And this should work with any version of PowerPoint.